Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. So, today we have a battle against Al. This is a friend of the YouTube channel here that we got off of Discord, and we've had some good battles with him over the years here on Sword and Shield and BDSP actually. So, this is going to be our first game here on Scarlet and Violet. Definitely excited to get into that. So, looking at his team, it looks to be very interesting and pretty good looking, as is always the case with him. He usually likes to bring some lesser used stuff, some unorthodox stuff, but he usually finds a way to make it work pretty interestingly. So looking at our team, it is the same one that we used in the last game here. So our team not quite the balance that we usually have, but something that I wanted to make obviously all new Generation 9 Pokemon to use. So what do I want to lead with here is the question. Not much time to decide. I think we're just going to go with the Flamigo in this one. It should be good enough. Should give us some decent options here. So we'll go ahead and see how that works out. And yeah, hopefully well. Alright, so there he is, and he's going to go ahead and lead with the Ampharos. So that's actually not too bad for us with the Flamigo lead, so we probably don't want to stay in on this matchup since we surely can't one-shot this thing, but we can definitely go for a nice Choice Scarf U-turn here and get a pivot, so I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We know we're going to outspeed, and the good thing about that is we do get some chip damage, but also we're probably able to conceal the fact that we're Scarfed since we would have outspeed this thing anyway. So now I think the best option we have here is to go ahead and come in with the Sandy Shocks, predicting an electric move. No reason to make any risky predictions early here. So we're going to come in with that. And we do get the booster energy to go ahead and activate the photosynthesis, or vice versa actually, to heighten our special attack. And he's going to go for a charge. So that's interesting. He's going to go ahead and increase his special defense with that. So that kind of brings us to neutral here. Since he did that, I think we're just going to go straight for the Earth Power. He could switch, but we don't want to take any chances here, as he's going to go ahead and Terrastallize early, so that is interesting. We'll see what type he wants to turn into here, and it is going to be a Grass type, so that is pretty interesting. So definitely could be bad news for us, or probably will be bad news for us. We do outspeed and hit him with an Earth Power, but after that special defense boost and type change, not going to do a ton. He is going to go Terra Blast in return, unfortunately, and that is Terra Blast Ground, so that is going to knock us all the way down into the red. We do survive, which is good, but I don't know if it's really worth switching to try and save us at this point. Because we don't have, I don't know that we have anything that we can safely switch in here that can resist both of those attacks. So I think the best course of action here is just to stay in and go for a Flash Cannon, try to get as much damage as possible. We know we're going to outspeed, and it is not going to be enough to take this thing out, but it is going to put it within range. As he actually goes for a Dazzling Gleam in case we did decide to switch. So that is going to take out our Sandy Shocks, knocking us to 5. So not the greatest of starts to the game for us, but the only good news here is that we are going to be able to get a matchup on him. So I think the best thing we can do here is actually just go ahead and switch into the Reveroom. So that's what we're going to do. Based on the coverage that he has, we should be in decent shape. So I think we might, I don't know if we want to play with this thing, but at the same time, we might be able to actually set up on this thing. So you know what, I think we're going to take a chance, and we're actually just going to go ahead and go for a Shift Gear here, as he is going to stay in, so we're going to get the Shift Gear to go ahead and get a +1 attack, +2 speed. I don't think this thing gets ground coverage, but I guess if it does, we'll find out. So he's just going to go for a Discharge. Wow, that just went ahead and one-shot us right there. That is very surprising, and that wasn't even a crit, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty shocked, actually, to be honest. I was not expecting that. Revroom has pretty good defenses, and we are max HP, so yeah, that is shocking. Pun intended, or no pun intended. So yeah, that is definitely, I'm caught off guard completely by the fact that we couldn't take a discharge from that thing. So anyway, we're going to come in with the Chen Pao. We have the Sword of Ruin to lower his defense. We can't mess around with this thing anymore for sure. I think it's not going to matter too much what we go for here, but I think the best course of action is we're just going to go ahead, based on what he has. Any attack we go for is going to take this thing out. But I don't think he's going to try and switch to save, so I think we're just going to crunch him here. No reason not to. Yeah, indeed, he's going to stay in, so we're just going to crunch the Ampharos to take that thing out and knock him down to 5. So definitely not the best of starts to this game, but we'll see if we can pull it back. The only thing we do have working in our favor right now is that he did burn his Terra early, and we still have ours, even though we did lose 2 Pokemon to his 1. So hopefully we can pull this back here, and we'll see what he wants to do. So he's going to come in with the Copperajah. So unfortunately, we are choice band locked into Crunch. So I don't think we really want to stay in on this matchup. We know we probably can't take this thing out, so the only question is, what do we want to bring in? I think predicting the Steel move, we're just going to go for the Tatsugiri. I think that's probably the best thing we can do, so that's what we're going to do here. So there it is, going right through the ground as he goes for a play rough, anticipating, or maybe anticipating the switch, maybe not. He actually gets a critical hit there. I don't know if that mattered or not. I think it might have, since we were HP invested, but yeah, a critical hit on the play rough going to take us out. So this is definitely not going our way at all right now. So we have to try and do something. We're going to get knocked down to 3 off of losing the Tatsugiri. So we definitely need to do something here to try and bounce back. So I think the best thing we can do at this point, we could come back in with the Chen Pao. I think that might be our best bet. I'm pretty confident, unless this thing's Focus Sash, which maybe it is, I don't know. It's not pretty common. You know what? I think we just have to go ahead and come in with the Chen Pao here. I think that's our best bet. So we are choice banned, so we have to lock in. I think a choice banned Sacred Sword would definitely be enough to take this thing out, so I think we just have to go for that and hope that he's not like Sash or something. So that's what we're going to do. He's going to stay in, hit him with the Sacred Sword, and yeah, that will definitely be enough to go ahead and get rid of that Copperajah, knocking him down to 4. So yeah, definitely fast and furious here. We'll see what he wants to bring in response. He might have figured out we're choiced at this point, maybe not. Based on what we're playing, so he's going to go ahead and come in with the Houndoom, so that's interesting. So he's going to come in with that. Now, I'm pretty sure we should outspeed this thing, and I'm pretty sure a Sacred Sword would definitely one-shot this thing, but you know what? I think what we're going to do here, let's take a look at what he's got. I think our best option is actually to go ahead and pop our own Terra here, so we're going to change to a pure fighting type, so we're going to get the extra power boost on Sacred Sword, which I don't think we need, but more importantly, we're going to change to a fighting type so that if he hits us with a fire attack, that's not going to do nearly as much damage. So going to go ahead and use the Terastallization of our own here, Terastallizing our Chen Pao into a pure fighting type here. So there it is, and we are going to outspeed, so we're going to go ahead and nail him with the Sacred Sword, choice band, and he is going to survive that. Looks like this thing is Focus Sash. Indeed, the Houndoom is going to be the Focus Sash, so he survives the attack. Because of it, he's going to go for the Overheat in return, and we can just barely take that with 12 HP in the red, so that is pretty crazy. That the Terastallization allowed us to survive there, so we're just going to Sacred Sword again here. He's actually packing Sucker Punch, which is kind of a surprise, so that's bad news. That's going to take our Chen Pao out, which is really bad news actually, and that's going to knock us down to 2. So yeah, definitely in a little bit of a predicament here. So we'll see what we can do about it. We're going to go ahead and come in with the Flamigo once again here, and I think he could definitely go for a Sucker Punch to get some chip on the way out, but I think we just go U-turn here, and he actually doesn't go for the Sucker Punch, so we're just going to go ahead and U-turn on this thing to take it out, and I believe that knocks him down to 3. It's either 3 or 2. I can't remember, but we're going to be forced to go ahead and switch in with the Espathra here. And so that's exactly what we're going to do, and he is going to get a matchup on us. I know he's got the Salamence, and he's got the Saucebuck, so he's going to go ahead and come in with the Saucebuck here. So he's got the Salamence, the Saucebuck, and the Vaporeon, so he does still have 3 Pokemon left. So I want to set up on this thing, but at the same time, I don't think we can really afford to play around with this thing. So I think what we're going to have to do here, I think we should be outspeeding this thing, but I think we're going to have to do is just go Lumina Crash on this thing. And so we do outspeed. We're going to hit him with a Lumina Crash. That's going to take him down by about exactly half, and we do get a special defense drop, which is nice. He's going to go for a Body Slam in return, which is going to knock us with another critical hit, actually, all the way down to our Focus Sash, but we can hang on because of it, and we are going to get a speed boost here, which is nice. So unless this thing's packing priority, which I'm not sure that it gets, we are going to be able to just go for the next Lumina Crash here. And it won't survive if we can hit the Lumina Crash on this thing, since it is got that special defense drop. So we do go for the Lumina Crash. It is going to be able to take the Saucebuck out, dropping him down to 2, as we do get another speed boost to raise our speed here, which is always good for us, obviously. So definitely coming down to the wire here. Now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Vaporeon. And so we know this. We know we're going to outspeed this thing. Unfortunately, I don't think there's really much of a point in switching right now. It's honestly not looking great for us at this point. So I think the best thing we can do is actually just Lumina Crash this thing. So that's what we're going to do. Get some chip on the way out. Going to knock this thing down by about 1/4, and we do get that special defense drop, of course, as he goes for a Terra Blast. Doesn't really matter, since any attack he goes for would definitely take us out at that point. And that's going to knock us down to just 1, as he is going to regain some HP with the leftovers here. So, yeah, things are not looking great for us at this point. Now we're going to go ahead and come in with the Flamigo. It is our last Pokemon, and since we are Choice Scarf, we have to lock ourselves into something, and since his last Pokemon is going to be the Salamence, we really have no choice but to lock ourselves into Brave Bird here, so that's what we're going to do. I kind of doubt it'll be enough to take this thing out, but we're going to find out. No, it is not quite enough. It survives with about 1/4 HP. We take the recoil. He goes for the Muddy Water, and we can actually survive that. We are actually a max HP Flamigo, no speed investment with a Scarf, so we survive with about 1/3 of our HP. He gets some more HP back with the leftovers. We're just going to go Brave Bird again here, and this thing won't be able to take another Brave Bird, so that's going to get rid of the Vaporeon, knocking him down to just 1 Pokemon. As we do take some recoil, but unfortunately his last Pokemon is going to be that Salamence with full HP, so there's pretty much no way we're taking this thing down with the Flamigo. He gets the Intimidate, or actually doesn't get the Intimidate thanks to our Scrappy. So we know we're going to outspeed this thing and hit him with a Brave Bird, but I seriously doubt it's going to be enough to one-shot this thing, but we're going to find out. So here's the Brave Bird incoming, and no, this thing is going to survive with about 1/4 HP, and the recoil damage actually going to go ahead and finish our Flamigo off, and that is game. So we are going to lose that one 1-0 to Al, but that was a very good match, actually. Pretty fast-paced, high-octane game there. Definitely a little bit of luck there on his side, but also I definitely could have made a few better plays, I think, as well. But still turned out to be a good game nonetheless. So that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.